Al-Andalus, a land that once shone brighter than the rest of Europe, but whose brilliance would not last. For nearly 3 centuries, Al-Andalus was the envy of Europe, while the rest of the continent was mired in the Dark Ages. Muslim Spain shone as a beacon of learning, art, and science. The Caliphate of Córdoba was a melting pot of cultures, a global superpower where scholars flocked and empires envied its wealth. So, how did this jewel of civilization fall? The answer isn't what you might think. The real enemy wasn't on the outside. It came from within. The Grand Caliphate began to crumble under political infighting. By 1031, it shattered into more than 20 small, bickering states known as the Taifa kingdoms. These small kingdoms were rich, but they were weak. Instead of uniting against their common enemy, they started fighting each other, hiring Christian mercenaries to wage war on their fellow Muslims. Once fragile and divided, the northern kingdoms grew stronger as Al-Andalus weakened. This internal chaos was a golden opportunity for the Christian kingdoms to the north. They were no longer fighting a single, unified empire, but a series of squabbling mini-states. They launched what they called the Reconquista, a centuries-long campaign to reclaim the peninsula. They didn't have to win every battle. They just had to keep pushing forward, city by city, taking advantage of the disunity. In desperation, the rulers of Al-Andalus called for help from North Africa. The Almoravids, and later the Almohad, came and unified the land for a time. But even they couldn't stem the tide. The final blow came in 1212 at the Battle of Los Navas de Tolosa, where a massive alliance of Christian armies delivered a crushing defeat. After this, the great cities of Córdoba and Seville fell, leaving only one final stronghold. For over 250 years, the breathtaking Kingdom of Granada clung to life. A magnificent final act, they survived by paying tribute and playing rival Christian kingdoms against each other. But by the late 15th century, Spain was unified under Ferdinand and Isabella. In 1492, their combined forces laid siege to Granada. On January 2nd, the last Muslim ruler of Al-Andalus handed over the keys to his city, ending 8 centuries of Muslim rule in Spain. Legend says that as he left Granada, Boabdil turned for one last look and wept. His mother told him, "You weep like a woman for what you could not defend as a man." The fall of Al-Andalus was not a sudden collapse. It was a slow, painful process driven by a lack of unity, which allowed a persistent enemy to capitalize on every weakness. The story of Al-Andalus is a powerful historical lesson that internal division is often the greatest threat to any civilization. Al-Andalus left behind art, science, and architecture that shaped Europe for centuries. But its fall reminds us that even the brightest civilizations can fade when unity is lost. What do you think was the most critical mistake made by the rulers of Al-Andalus? Let us know in the comments below.